It's been fast, a lot of travel up front, but you know, the biggest thing is just getting the culture that we're trying to create as far as to, you know, breed success day in and day out, and challenging environment, making sure it's competitive amongst one another. And you know, the guys and the girls have done a great job, and what's been most encouraging is when I go away and I have to travel and I'm calling back home and finding out what they're doing in training, and you know, they're training every bit as good as if I was standing over them, which I think is a great sign for them, taking accountability and being responsible for their success. And it's not just coach driven, but it's driven by the athletes. So
you were a part of the program in,
yes, sir,
in the 90s. What do you remember about your time here?
It was hard. It was fun. It was a lot of hard. It was a great time to be a part of the program, because, you know, we were unranked, and then by my senior year, the group of guys that went to NCAAs, I got 9th in NCAAs, and the girls team was up and coming. So it was just a lot of fun to be a part of it, and I think, you know, at the time, a lot of people didn't look at Florida State as a, you know, a premier program or a desired program. And you know, over the course of those 4 years, it was fun to bring in recruits and them seeing what we had to offer, and then add football and everything else that was going on. It was just a great time to be a part of this place.
Obviously, your ties here played a role, but what else made Florida State an attractive job to you?
Being back in the state of Florida, you know, alma mater, and you know, just what has been built here with, you know, previous staffs and teams, and obviously having this just incredible facility out here that they built, you know, I guess about 5 years ago now. The school's grown, the athletic department's grown. There's just so many pluses to come back, and then obviously just living, you know, on a personal level, it's a great time to be in, and it's always really nice to be closer to the beach again too. So,
looking at the goals for the program, let's start with short term. What do you want to see accomplished in the next couple of years of Florida State swimming and diving?
You know, the 3 to 5 year plan is obviously to win ACCs, or you know, contending to win ACCs year in and year out. And then on the national level, it's looking at that top 10 NCAA finish. I think if recruiting goes, you know, as planned or in the direction that we're looking at it going, top 10 is a feasible, you know, goal, and we just need to work hard and continue to improve day in and day out. And once we have a full staff put together, I think we're going to be in a great spot.
How would you describe yourself as a coach?
Lately, I've been using the term patiently aggressive, which has come with experience and time, and you know, growing through the mentors and experiences I've had. Definitely tough. Standards are there and they're set, and they can be adjusted in certain respects, but the idea is for them to come in and learn, you know, get into the philosophy of the program and adapt to the culture, and as a coach, just, you know, push them, but lead them as much as possible. It's not always about pushing it, it's guiding them and leading them, and sometimes kind of pulling them along a whole lot more. So,
what's the most important first step for this team in year one?
In year one, we've already started it. It's just getting them to understand that, you know, it's not all about just how hard you work, but it's the finer things that'll have a big impact with a lot of the guys and the girls here. There's some great talent in the pool, and they can work hard and continue to work hard, but they'll start to see, you know, maybe, you know, minimal results. But if they're willing to make some, you know, just adjustments, soft changes, whatever it may be, but kind of go outside of that comfort zone, that's when they can see some really big things. And that's what I've seen with some of these guys and girls already, is their progression in training it's been great in just, you know, 7-8 weeks that I've been here. So that needs to carry on through this first year for us to be where we want to be come February, March.
And sorry,
yeah.
I know your wife played volleyball here, and
yeah.
I mean, how excited is your family just to be here too and be back? I mean, being former Florida State athletes.
Yeah, they love it. I mean, you know, going to basketball camp for the kids and just, you know, walking out on the pool or walking through the athletic department and being around town, they love it. They think it's cool, you know, and just seeing all the Florida State stuff that they've grown up with, you know, at home, and now kind of being a part of it, they love it.
I know you talked a little bit about like the pool here and how it's kind of, I guess, developed since you've been here last, the facilities. But I mean, just around town even, or I mean, does it seem familiar to you, someone who went here?
Yeah, I mean, I stayed here a couple years after school, and It's just so much bigger, I guess, because you know when you go to school here, you kind of have a very small focus on what Tallahassee is, because it's all based around the college, and you know, and it's even talking to some of these guys and girls about some of the restaurants that are around. I'm like, you guys don't even know about these restaurants, and you just realize how focused you get, and trying to even get them to expand the same thing. But yeah, there's a whole lot more. And living about 20 miles from the pool, you know, I get to see a whole lot more day in and day out, just as I'm traveling to and from work. So yeah, I love the town. It's a great town.